Here we go, it's the Cop-Eye Podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Cop-Eye Podcast. As you can see, I'm on my own today, just me and Mick, joined by no one else. So we'll get straight into it, just to have a little chat about the team news, which I'll put on the bottom now if I can find it. There we go. It is Alisson, Trent, Phillips, Kabak and Robbo, Fabinho, Milner, Wijnaldum, and then Salah, Jota, Firmino. Bench is Adrian, Thiago, Keita, Mane, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Tsimikas, Shaqiri, Davis, and Reece Williams. So Curtis Jones misses out due to a precautionary muscle issue. No idea what that is, but I thought he might start today, to be honest. So that's a bit of a blow. But nice to see Milner back in there, I think. Mane on the bench as well. I think people have been quite a bit on Twitter recently about Mane. I know it's his birthday today, 29 today he is, but he's been in the firing line in terms of getting a bit scapegoated in terms of his performances, which haven't been up to standard, but his standards are so high that anything below that, you notice it quite a lot. So that's unfortunate for him, but maybe this will do him good. And we'll probably come off the bench only towards the end. But yeah, Salah, Jota and Firmino, it's going to be, that's what I wanted to see, to be honest. And obviously seeing Millie back in there, especially after the Arsenal game where Millie played really well. And I mean, there was a lot of questions about him coming back into the team as well, Millie, but he came in and done really well in that Arsenal game. So I'm made up to see him back in there. And then it's just the usual Fab sitting in front of midfield and Wijnaldum as well. But in terms of the bench, like that bench is looking strong. Like you've got Thiago there, you've got Keita there, you've got Mane, you've got Ox, you've got Tsimikas, you've got Shaq. So plenty of options. So I am looking forward to seeing how we play today, because I think that's 6 on the bounce at home we've lost. So that needs to come to an end sooner rather than later, and I'm hoping it's today. But let's have a little look at the team news for Villa as well. So they've got it's Martinez in goal, Cash, Concert, Mings, and Target, Douglas Luiz, Nakamba, Traore, McGinn, Trezeguet, and Watkins. So that's pretty much as you'd expect, really. Obviously, they're missing Grealish, which is quite a huge blow for them. But yeah, I think that's pretty much as strong as they can be. They've got some good players like Watkins, who Tim, who comes on the podcast, really likes. He is a good player, and Trezeguet, I think he got a couple in their last game, if not mistaken, a 3-1 win. So he's in good form. So we need to look out for him. But I'm just hoping today is going to make a bit more of a statement going forward. We need to get a bit of momentum, especially going into Real Madrid next week. We need to get that momentum back in. But yeah, let's have a little look through the comments here. Doug, very surprised Robbo was starting. I was sure Tsimikas was going to start. Looks like Milner won't start versus Madrid, which I feel is a mistake. We need leadership on Wednesday. Yeah, I agree with that, to be honest. But I'm not sure about Tsimikas starting, to be honest. I think I don't know if we need to just maybe give him like little sub appearances here and there. I'm not sure if it's throwing him in today. And then if we would have lost, can you imagine the shit that would have been flying around on Twitter about not starting Robbo and whatever else. But yeah, I'm hoping that can kind of play these players into a bit of form going into that Madrid game. But yeah, subs wise, obviously Ox as well. We touched on Ox's contribution as well on the last pod yesterday, and it would be good to see him come off the bench, to be honest, because when he's came on recently anyway, he's looked really sharp, and I think today might be a good game for that, especially at home. We're going to try and finish in the top 4, but we need to get points on the board today, because we're 2 points off top 4. 3 points off top 4. Sorry. Spurs have got Man United, I think, tomorrow, so there's quite a few teams around us who are playing other good teams. So I'm hoping if we win today, we can kind of set a marker down and kind of go from there and try and get some points on the board, because we can't rely on, especially after losing the first game against Madrid, that we can't rely on winning the thing this year to get into it next year. So I'm hoping get 3 points on the board today, and at least we can take that forward. And like I said, momentum's so key, and I think beating this Villa team, and obviously the whole shit with the last game over the 7-2 and whatever else, that needs those memories need to be dispelled, and I'm hoping that's today. And I think even we even have Van Dijk for that game, and it was pretty much full strength that game. So yeah, we need to need to be on top form today because they're a good side. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I'll kick off in about 50 minutes, so I'll be back. I'll be back after the game with a 1892 podcast, Reds podcast. Sorry, so that'll be a good one. But yeah, they've got some more comments here. Dan, decent team. Think there's an eye on Wednesday though. Might go 4-2-4 versus Madrid. Hopefully we get in front and bring Mane on so we can clinch it and get some confidence back. Yeah, I agree with that, mate, completely. I don't know. I was of the opinion to keep playing Mane because I always think you should try and play someone into form, but I understand why dropping him for the game or two to kind of give him a bit of time out the firing line might be beneficial as well. So yeah, 4-2-4 on Wednesday would be sound because we need to come out the blocks firing, especially with no fans in the stadium. But I'm hoping maybe in and around Anfield on that night. Obviously, lockdown lessens a little bit on Monday, doesn't it? So there might be some people around the ground that kind of make it a little bit more atmospheric, but that'll be good. Martin, big opportunity before playing our rivals. Good team selection should be more than enough to beat Villa. Yeah, 100%. Like that game, the thing I'm looking forward to, the standard we set against Arsenal, that Arsenal game, and obviously even against Wolves when we beat them 1-0. Obviously they were missing Jimenez and whatever, but we played so well in that Arsenal game. That was one of the better performances of the season. I mean, we haven't had many this year, but that was definitely one of the best. Albeit Arsenal aren't great, but we still battered them. So if we even play, I don't know, 80% of the level we played against Arsenal, we should have enough to beat a Villa who are missing their main man. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the scores now. Man City have just equalised apparently against Leeds, so that's 1-1 now. Ferran Torres. Not that it matters, like they're far away, but yeah, I'll leave it there. Only 6 minutes, but I'll be back straight after the game at 5 o'clock with a 1892 Reds podcast boys, Luke and Ricky. So that'll be a laugh. So come along after the game and hopefully we'll be celebrating a Boss Liverpool win and a good performance as well, and see some good performances from players that we need to see good performances from, like Robbo and whoever else. If Mane comes on his birthday and grabs a goal, that'll be boss. But yeah, join us after the game at 5ish and we'll have a little chat then. So nice one for jumping on, and we'll see you in a bit.